Hey guys, and welcome to episode 18 of Live with Lewis. I'm Matthew Lewis, and here we have JT Brown. He's a blue collar worker. He's a streamer. He's a man of many talents. Roll the intro. JT, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. I'm excited we could get in here and do this.
Mhm.
I've been pumped to
Been looking forward to it.
yeah, I've been pumped to try to get somebody who's in the same space, kind of in the same space as
Yep.
the social media space and everything like that. But first question, I ask it. So my first few questions, if everyone's noticed, I ask the same questions.
Mhm.
Get to get a little background. But where are you from?
I am from Morgan County,
Okay.
West Liberty area. Grew up there. Well, I wouldn't say grew up there. We moved there when I was really young, so I say I'm from there. And so moved from Letcher County when I was super, super young, and just grew up there around Morgan County playing sports. Just being a kid,
Yeah,
having fun.
that's awesome. So where's Letcher County?
Letcher County is more southeastern,
Okay.
so it's about 2 hours from Moorhead.
Okay.
So when people say the hills,
Oh, that's
the
it.
hills,
Yeah. Okay. See, my wife, she's from Ashland, and I went to, where was it? I went to not not Pikeville, not Paintsville. Well, it's over there next to Paintsville, whatever. And I thought I was in God's country.
Oh yeah.
Like, where are she? Our dog. She takes him to the vet down there,
Mhm.
so we have to go here, and then we usually go see her mom in Ashland, and then take our dog to the vet. I'm like, where are we going?
Yeah, it's a different experience for people who don't really get out there and
Yeah,
go.
yeah. And I got turned around. Was going to Tennessee, and I got turned around. We went that way, the whole way, and it was like it was 55. You set the cruise and you just
Mhm.
roll on. But so you obviously went to high school in
Yep.
Morgan County.
Mhm.
What sports you play?
Football, baseball. Growing up, it was baseball, football, basketball. What
Yeah.
every kid starts out with. But as time progressed and I hit high school, it was strictly football.
Oh, really?
Strictly
Okay.
football. Yep.
No, what year did you graduate?
2014.
2014. Okay, so I think I quit playing baseball then. I think I would have been a sophomore.
Mhm.
So we never would have saw each other.
No. No.
So after you got out of high school, did you end up going to college or?
I did. I attended Thomas More College, which is now Thomas More University,
Yeah.
for 2 years. Played football for their football team. Great, great school, great academics, great sports teams.
Yeah.
Um, it was really cool, going out there because everybody knows who Randy Moss is.
Yeah.
And I actually can say I was in college with his daughter, Sydney.
Really?
Yeah, she played basketball for
Thomas More. Where's
Yep.
Thomas More?
It's Florence.
Florence.
Yeah,
Okay.
close to
For some reason, I
Covington.
was thinking Louisville, but
That's
there's
close to Covington, Kentucky.
really. Well, yeah. I don't know. I got another story. We went on a trip. So senior skip day, right?
Mhm.
And me and my buddies, I had a little white Toyota Camry. We jumped in there and we was heading to Natural Bridge. Somehow, I don't know how, but we ended up, I think, in Covington. Like we got turned around
Oh
like
yeah.
terribly, and we was like 4 hours or something away, something
Yeah.
like that. And we just sat there. We ate at a McDonald's, and their ketchup was orange. So
Mm.
remember that for the rest of my life. Don't know. A little bit of
That's
information.
a little odd there. Yeah.
Yeah.
May not hit up one of them McDonald's.
Probably not. So whenever you was in college, what'd you major in?
Business and administration.
Business and administration.
Mhm.
So you said you went there 2 years, right?
Mhm.
So did you? What made you kind of veer off the path?
It was college ain't for everybody, and
Right.
I understand that more than anyone. Like I wanted to go, I wanted to be, the definition of success. I
Yeah.
wanted to finish college and everything, but as you get older and you realize that you're going to have to start paying for things,
Yeah.
that's when reality starts sitting in. And I like the college was great, everybody there was great, but as I was adding it up over, tuition wise and everything, I would have been majorly in debt
Right.
after I graduated. And that just wasn't something that I was wanting to do because, I got a scholarship when I went there for football.
Yeah.
And I think going into my third year, they cut a lot of the scholarship tuitions because they were building new dorms.
Okay.
And I just talked with my now wife, that I think I was just time for me to hang up the college dream and start working.
Right.
I mean,
And that's kind of why I looked at it. I didn't go to college. I didn't have I went to high school obviously, but I didn't want to go like
yeah.
at all. And 2 weeks after high school, I started at the plant board, and
Mhm.
I've been there ever since.
Yeah.
So I've thought about going back like now, but I don't think it's hard now,
It is hard.
just because, like you said, like we have like
Yeah.
real life
Yeah. I've
responsibilities
looked
now.
into it myself, and it
Yeah.
is a difficult thing to get back into.
Yeah, and I was gonna go for welding, and like I got signed up and everything, and I'm actually enrolled right now. But like in between doing this and working, see with my job, you don't know whenever you're gonna get off.
Yeah.
Like you need to. It's just gonna be hard to dedicate 4 days a week
Mhm.
strictly on going to school,
Yeah.
and that's after I get off work,
Yeah.
and then getting home at like 8, 9 o'clock, and then get up and do it all over again.
Yeah. I actually know. Well, no, it's my one of my sisters. She's actually in school right now. You know, she went back, and it's really hard for her to get a good paying job and
Yeah,
do school because
exactly.
you got to have somewhere that's going to work with your schedule
Yeah,
around school, and it's really hard to do that. And people don't really. I mean, it's just one of them things. It's you got to decide:
right.
do you want to work or you want to go to school?
Exactly. And where I'm at now, I have to work. I
Mhm.
mean, that's all. If
Yep.
I want to eat, I
Yeah,
want to work.
exactly.
And so after you veered off the path a little bit, what'd you start doing then?
Um, After I got out of like left school, you know, I
Yeah.
come back, had this like that summer or whatever, and then you know took my time to get my ducks in a row, I guess you
Right.
can say.
Yeah.
And then my wife's stepdad, he actually worked out at KDMK,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, people hear stories about that place,
Yeah.
and I ain't gonna bash nobody or anything, but it was something easy to get onto.
Yeah.
It was something that they were willing to hire me. So I think I went down there for an interview, and 2 days was called, ready for work.
Right.
So I started doing that and done that for 8 years. And
Really?
just recently left. Yeah.
Really?
hmm
So where you at now?
I'm at Commonwealth Cooperage.
Where's that at?
That is right next to App Harvest here in Moorhead.
Real? Oh, across the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So they're building the barrels, right?
hmm
Okay.
Yeah,
I set their water meter.
we just started raising barrels 3 weeks ago.
Really? They get
Mhm.
all their stuff in, all their equipment,
Yeah.
everything. Okay.
Well, they got the majority of it. We got one more side that we have to do for barrel raisers, the
Yeah.
people that actually put them together. They got to finish putting that together. And I think there's some stuff in an area called heading
Okay.
that they got a couple of things they got to put together there. But,
That's cool. You're close to home now. I'm assuming.
oh, it's 2 minutes down the road from the house.
You still yeah. You still
Yeah.
live here in Moorhead?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you're talking about your wife. So obviously you're married.
Mhm.
When'd you get married?
I got
Put you on
married
blast a
and
little bit.
she's going to kill me. I get this mixed up. But it was June 29th
Okay.
of 2019.
2019.
Mhm.
2019. I just recently got married.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you. It was
Mhm.
actually a year ago, I guess.
Yeah.
But we're still kicking, I guess.
Yeah.
Might as well try to stick it out. So,
Mhm.
and you've recently had a child, haven't you?
Yeah. He'll be 2 in May.
Okay. Yeah. Not
But,
recent, but
Let's touch on that a little bit. My mother always told me that you never truly know what love is
yeah.
until you have a child.
Really?
And that is 100% the correct thing to say.
Really?
Because I never truly understood like how much I could possibly love someone until I held him for the first time.
Really?
And it was the greatest feeling in the world.
What's his name?
Rylan.
Rylan.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's a cool name.
Mm-hmm. We call him Buggy.
Buggy.
That's what he answers to. That's what he goes by. But his name is Rylan. But if you ever hear us call him Buggy,
That's his name.
that's what he answers to.
That's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome. So let's turn the tables a little bit. So obviously you stream.
Mm-hmm.
What made you want to get into that?
Growing up, you know, free time, come home, got your chores done, everything, you gamed.
Right.
If it was raining outside, you gamed.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you venture down that road of like, you know, back when I was younger, it was PlayStation 2, Xbox, original Xbox, really wasn't no online thing. So you just done it with your siblings. And then in comes the 360. That's when I first got introduced to online gameplay.
Did you start with the 360?
I started with the PS3.
Okay.
But I didn't start gaming with friends until I got the 360.
See, so did I.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like me and all my buddies, like we had, you know, Big Mike.
Mm-hmm.
He was the only one that had the PS3, but everyone else had the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
And we all played and everything like that. but it seems like everyone I talk to, they're like, yeah, we started gaming with an Xbox. I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like everyone
And
did.
reason being is because, which I didn't know it at the time, but Xbox originally got everything first.
Okay.
Is why kids wanted that, because
Really?
you would get new Call of Duty first. You
Yeah.
would get like map releases for the Call of Duties first. You
Yeah.
get and you know, of course, you got Halo exclusive to Xbox. Everybody loves Halo. But yeah, I started with that, and then we started playing Call of Duty, and then a couple of years down the road, there's this thing that started, you know, small on YouTube, but it was competitive Call of Duty.
Yeah.
You know, they had like the CWL, I think's what it was called. That may not have been the first one, but that's when my interest in streaming and playing the game like competitively started taking off.
Really?
Yeah.
So when did you actually start streaming?
It's a couple of years ago, off and on, you know.
Yeah.
But I think right after we bought our house was a couple of months after we got married. I got my own room, you know, and it was big enough to put everything in. I started setting up little by little.
Yeah. So we talked a little bit before this. What so you stream majority on like a PC, right? So let's talk like some nerds real quick. Run me through it. What actually are you looking for? I'm kind of looking to start streaming also. What are you looking for in a streaming like PC? Like what do you need? Like obviously like a graphics card and stuff like that, like components.
That's the main thing. I wouldn't recommend, if you're going to run like a high like FPS game, like first person shooters or anything, I wouldn't recommend anything out of the 30 series. So like 3060, 3070, 3080, 3090.
Okay.
And I don't know if people understand how it works, but like they'll release like, for example, they just released the 40 series. So you got the 4060, 4070, 4080, 4090. Then they'll have something that will come out will be like the 4060 Ti.
Okay.
So I don't really understand what the TI is, but it's better than the 4060.
Right.
And it's better than, you know, the base, like all the other ones. So I run a 3060 Ti, and it runs my stream, it runs my cameras, it runs my games.
Oh, so you need that for like it all, like not just for the games.
Yeah,
like
because if you like, you'll notice it when you start. Like if you start streaming while you're playing the game, your FPS will drop, which is your frames per second.
Yeah,
and it'll drop. Because like I have a 244 hertz monitor, or 240 hertz monitor, sorry, and I usually average about 160, 170, but when I start streaming, it drops to about 120, 130.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a noticeable drop. But
so just how the screen looks, it just looks
well,
different.
I wouldn't say like if you're playing for a while, you'll notice it.
Okay.
But like the normal person, they're not going to see it. But like if you've played it for a while, you can feel like the reaction time of the analog to when you're moving, it'll be slightly off.
Okay.
It ain't like a huge difference, but it's something
just enough to bug you.
Yeah, it's just enough.
Yeah.
And but the better GPU you get, the better that's going to be. Like you're going to maintain the hertz that your monitor's supposed to push out.
Okay. So you got your tower, and you got your monitor. So what do you kind of stream with, like camera wise? Like
I
just
stream
a normal.
With I think it's the Razer Kaio.
Okay.
Is what I use as a webcam.
Yeah.
And like whenever you're streaming, you'll have like, you know, OBS Streamlabs.
Yeah.
And that just those will literally take the images that's coming from your GPU and put them on a computer screen. So you don't have to record your gameplay with anything else, but you just have to have the computer in that download, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
And you just click the source, click the monitor you want it to run from, and there you go, you got it.
Really? Yeah. Okay, so you have the multi-monitor setup and everything else. That's cool. That is awesome. Yeah. So do you play keyboard and mouse or
controller? I do not. I venture in keyboard and mouse in some games. Like there's some games you have to play keyboard and mouse, like Valorant, it's keyboard and mouse. You can't do anything else.
Yeah.
But if it's Call of Duty, I play competitively, so I play with the controller.
Yes. Exactly, yeah. So how we met, well, okay, we've met a long time ago, but how we kind of got reacquainted, I saw you posted on Facebook about your stream, and this kind of how we got reacquainted or whatever. I thought it was so cool that like you had a following and stuff like that. How do you think that we can grow that? Like, do you have any ideas on how?
The one thing I hear everybody say when it comes to streaming is don't pay attention to who's watching.
Okay.
Because if you delve too far into because on your stream thing, I stream through Streamlabs OBS. It's the easiest thing to use for me. and at the top it shows you how many viewers you
Right.
have.
Yeah, I saw that.
And if you're all the time looking at that, you're worried about it.
Yeah.
So it's one of the things where it's like, if you're just playing to have fun and do what you love to do,
You're good.
if people are there, then if they're interested in it, they'll watch it. If they're not, they won't. You know?
Okay.
But like I said, I have friends. They do
Yeah.
the same thing I do, and we support each other. Like one of my other buddies, his name is Cody Cos. He streams religiously, and he is already affiliated.
Yeah.
Because you got friends that'll help you out, and
Right.
there you go. You're set. And as time goes on, you eventually get more and more growth out of it. But I just recently started the social media thing where I post when I'm streaming.
Yeah.
And not gonna lie, that was really awkward for me at first because I was really set on the image of people, like how people saw me.
Yeah.
But it's just one of the things. It's something you love to do.
Right.
Who cares what everybody else
So do you
thinks?
think it helped you? Think you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a lot of appreciation for you.
No,
you helped me out a lot there.
No,
Yeah.
I just I find it so fascinating whenever like we was talking before, like doing all this, it's like a big community.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And people don't know what it takes. Like just to like how it shows like your views thing at the top and like your logo.
Mhm.
Like that logo is sweet.
Mhm.
And like mine. And it just it takes so much just to get the little things that people don't realize.
Yeah.
And I just that's why I wanted to have you on so we could kind of talk about how hard it was.
Oh yeah.
And
There's,
when the stuff that people don't like, just the equipment alone
yeah, like,
is outrageous.
people just think like it's just sit down in front of a computer and start, and there you go.
Yeah,
Like,
and the nerve to do it also.
yeah, exactly. The
Yeah.
to build up to do it, but it's like you're saying the little things, and like people don't understand how long I sit there and I fiddle with things before I even hit live.
Exactly.
Because I have to make sure the camera's straight. I have to
Yeah.
make sure the lighting's right. I have to make sure, like, because there's a lot of times I'll start the stream and it'll freeze and shut down,
Oh.
and I have to restart.
Yeah.
And then people that get on there and see that I went live, they're on there, and then I'm off live.
Yeah.
Just one of the things you deal with, and you just like you said, people don't realize there's a
Yeah.
lot of effort that goes into it and a lot of money.
Yes, a
Yeah.
lot of money that you've like with me, like obviously I got a lot of money in this and whatever, but the money that you tell yourself, oh, I'll make that back eventually.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not like it's gonna happen overnight.
Yeah.
And I'm sure. I mean, obviously, since you're streaming and since I'm doing this, but like, do you think your wife's been a big like support with it?
She is. She don't necessarily like she plays her phone games.
Yeah.
But she doesn't understand like the gaming side that I'm on.
Right.
And she's supportive of it. If I need something for my stream, then we run it through the budget, and then we see if I could get it now or when I can get it.
Right.
And then we do it.
Right.
Like with my computer, I bought mine pre-assembled. It was a lot of money.
Yeah, up front.
Yeah.
Right.
And but she was, we sat down, we talked about it, and then I got it, and it's what I needed. It's what I've had. It's what I stream with now.
Right.
And it's helped me a lot. Like down the road, I will eventually upgrade my GPU, CPU, and all that.
But you can just upgrade them parts, right? Like, okay.
That's something I haven't dwelled in yet.
Yeah.
Because I'm afraid to, because one little prong gets bent, the whole thing's trashed, And but the 40 series GPUs, I think are going for like 1,200 right now.
Exactly.
For the lowest one. So
Yeah.
that's something that you got to wrap your head around. Would it be best to do like a later model 30 series before you go into the 40? Because
Yeah.
I mean the 3090 Ti is going to be plenty for anybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the main reason, like the 40 series are for people that have the money that can just throw it out there,
Right.
like the big name streamers.
Yeah.
And they like these companies know that they're going to get those people to buy them.
Exactly. So
because those guys are going to have the best of the best.
Yeah.
But like people like me, people like you wanting to start out, you don't need those to start with.
But see, then it get like with me, like I see that and I'm like, God, I need that.
Yeah, like that's where they get you. They're like,
Yeah.
They're like, I want that. He has it.
Yeah.
I want it.
He's so good at video games. That would make me better at video games.
And that's another thing people don't realize is frames per second.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. It matters.
Really?
It matters. Yeah. And ping.
See,
Ping
that's
is
what
a
gets
big thing.
See, you're gonna be proud of me. I ran my internet from my living room to in here because I had my whole setup in there, like I ran my internet, ran an Ethernet cable
That's
So
that's the way
I'm
to do it.
plugged
Like
up now.
my PC is the only thing that is directly connected to the internet.
Exactly.
Everything else is wireless.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I play competitively on. So, and I'll get into the competitive Call of Duty thing, like because I know a lot of people might have questions about that, but
I do. That was actually
my friends are like into it.
yeah.
I'm talking like how in sports like you'll have guys that are screaming at other guys because they've done something wrong. Same
Yeah.
thing with us.
Yeah, it's in my opinion, and this is my honest opinion. I feel like gaming and sports are the same. I mean, they got whatever it's called, the esports or whatever. But I feel like it's the same thing because
Oh, yeah.
you're on a team with a group of guys, and it's like me and my buddies. Whenever we play, like if somebody messes up, we're like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
are you doing that?"
And I ain't gonna say I'm the best on the team.
Yeah,
I do my part.
yeah.
I do mess up rotations. But at the end of the day, everybody's got a job they got to do.
Yeah,
So if it doesn't get done, you lose.
yeah.
And I don't like losing.
Is it just search and destroy or
Oh no,
no? It's about
yeah, it's there's three main game types: search, hardpoint, and control.
yeah.
Is what you play.
So is that what you like majority play is just the competitive?
I never once like I don't know. Have you played the new Call of Duty?
Nope.
They got a thing on there called CDL Mosh Pit.
Yeah.
Which is just what the pros play.
Yeah.
And you're in the same thing, which they're coming out with ranked, I think, sometime this month. That's what I mainly play.
Yeah.
Because it takes GAs into account, which is a gentleman's agreement. And
what's that?
It's like the Call of Duty pro players, they'll all agree not to use certain things.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, hey, like the system's going to say you can use it, but we're all going to agree not to use it.
Okay. So like guns and stuff like that. Yeah.
Guns, attachments,
Yeah.
But
so just OP stuff, pretty much.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. Like they started out the season using the M4 as an AR.
Okay.
It's ridiculously overpowered.
Yeah.
So they switched it to the TAC 56.
Okay.
So
that's awesome. So do you guys do like I can't say this word. Tournaments?
Tournaments?
Tournaments. There we go.
We recently started doing those on this website. I think it's called CMG, where you can play wagers and stuff.
Yeah.
And I delved into the money side of it a little bit, but I got in a lobby with a guy that's won like 40 plus K.
Yeah.
And I quit doing that.
Pretty quick,
until I, get a little more acquainted with it. But you can get on there and they scrim for points. You get like points for the thing, and it's a pretty cool thing. And all that is search and destroy.
Yeah.
Mainly because that's all everybody wants to play.
Yeah.
But you get on there, you can do 2v2s, 3v3s, and 4v4s. 4's as high as it goes, which they call those 8s because you got 8 people playing. And we've delved in that for a little while. It's something we do if everybody's feeling it because, there's days you just want to get on, you just want to play.
Right.
And we never do it unless everybody agrees on it. And we actually only have 3 of us right now playing. So,
really?
Yeah.
I would join, but I'm not good.
Everybody can learn. I'm gonna say I'm good. I
wouldn't hold up my end of this.
All you gotta do is no rotations. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah. Nope. I haven't even played the game. So, a question I had: do you feel like search and destroy? Why everybody plays it? Do you think it's just because like you have to have a lot of skill? I was never good at search and destroy, like at all.
Search and destroy. It's my favorite game type. It's a lot of people's favorite game types. I'm the only one in my group that loves search and destroy. Everybody else likes hardpoint respawns pretty much. But search takes a lot more skill in my opinion.
That's what
because you get 1 life. You got 2 areas you got to defend. You got to know who's where, who's rotating. You got to keep track of the other team where they're at. So I think mainly a lot of people play it because it's more skill based. In my opinion.
Yeah. So the another question about Call of Duty. I think the last one I played was Cold War.
2 years ago.
Maybe. And so it was like skill, but everyone says it was like skill based.
Mm-hmm.
Is this game like that too?
Skill based matchmaking is a thing.
Okay.
If you say I get on and I don't know what I can say and what I can't say, but if say I trash the lobby I'm in, I drop 40.
Right.
The next game I'm going to get ran through.
Right.
because they put me up in the skill base.
Yeah.
And then it just fluctuates back and forth until it finds the genuine skill that you're supposed to be at.
Right.
And then you'll consistently be on there.
Because it seems like the first 3 games, I'm like the man.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone, whenever a new game comes out and everybody's already played it, they're like, everybody join them at. Everybody join them because I've never played it.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's because it's going to average out based off of the party leaders.
yeah,
skill base.
yeah, exactly. That's I'm the join guy.
Everybody does it.
Yeah,
Everybody does it.
yeah. And then I've been playing. You ever play Multiverse?
Multiverse? No,
It's like a cartoon game. It's like Smash Bros.
Oh yeah,
but it's like cartoons. And I played one night and like I thought I was the man.
mm-hmm.
I didn't lose all night. I played the next day and I lost. So remember how I told you how I was streaming and stuff like that? Well, I made a video of it. I didn't win one game in like 3 hours. And I was like, you know what? This is awesome. I'm just gonna get off.
Yeah.
So
And that's another thing with streaming. You got to take the goods with the bad.
yeah.
And you're gonna get on, and I mean, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Like you can't just throw it away because you don't win. Like,
Yeah.
There'll be sometimes I get on and I'm streaming, I'm live, and I get dogged on.
Yeah.
And everybody can see your score. They can see your kills.
Yeah.
That's just something you got to look past.
Yeah. That's
because not everybody is good every day.
No.
There's some days I shoot straight as can be, and there's some days I shoot straight ziggies.
Yeah.
And ziggies is a term that me and my buddies come up with when you can't hit a broadside of a bar.
Yeah. We I play a lot of like simulator games, like construction simulator and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just competitive games, I'm not good at. I used to be decent, but now I just don't. I don't know. I just don't play them no more.
There's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah.
Like the pros, they put. I mean, that's their lifestyle.
Right.
That's what they do year in, year out.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite players, Scump. I don't know if you ever heard of him. Optic Scump. He's part of the Optic organization.
Yeah.
He retiring this year after 13 years of doing it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He's hanging it up this year, but they do it year in, year out. They have to learn a whole new Call of Duty each year.
Yeah.
Use different guns every year, and it's a lot. There's a lot that goes into it. You got to be passionate about it.
Exactly. See, I'm hoping we can see you get up there, and then
I'm working on it.
Yeah, yeah. So another question I had: where do you obviously you want to start making money off this and everything, but let's say long-term goal. Where do you want to see? Where do you want to see yourself streaming?
Long term, it would, everybody's dream would be make it my living.
Right.
That's where I want to see. But at the end of the day, if I don't see that, I just want to see that I am bringing joy to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody just loves seeing me go live.
Yeah.
That'd be end all be all for me.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Happy with that.
Yeah. Yeah. But we're gonna make it happen.
Nice.
I'm telling you right now.
I appreciate it.
We're gonna make sure that
I'll remember all of it. It does happen. You know what I'm saying? I'll remember everything.
So I asked this question to everybody. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
Man, there's 2 places that come right to mind, and my biggest one would be Japan.
My brother-in-law said the same thing.
I am really big in Japanese culture.
Yeah,
love it. I actually have a Japanese tattoo on my knee. Yes,
that's cool.
It says "No fear," and yes, I did get it translated before I got it, so that is what it says. But the other one would be Switzerland. Switzerland is a beautiful place.
Really?
I actually wanted to take my wife there for our anniversary a couple of years ago, but with COVID and everything, by the time, like when you got in there, it was 2 weeks. You had to be isolated before you could even do anything. So it was pointless. But Japan would be the number one, just for their culture and their history. Yeah.
That's sweet.
I'm really into that.
Yeah, I need to get you guys linked up. You guys can talk about it.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Fun thing.
Another question I was thought of, whenever COVID was going around and everything like that, did you see any more views or any less views or about the same?
Whenever COVID hit, I actually was not streaming, which, I mean, a lot of people, I don't like talking about this. I'll talk about it though, because it's part of it, but I actually got sick during COVID and it wasn't because of COVID.
All right.
which is like something I'll joke with me, like me and my wife joke around about. It's like out of everything that could happen, I didn't get COVID at all.
Yeah.
She had it, my mom had it, my sisters had it. I never got it.
Yeah.
I actually got cancer
Really?
right at the beginning of COVID. Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I'm good now.
Yeah.
But it's definitely an eye opener.
Yeah.
That was one of them things, like, as a kid and growing up, you think you're invincible.
Yeah.
And like I was in a car accident like 5 or 6 years ago, walked away from it clean,
Right.
flipped truck, and then you just think you're high on life, invincible.
Exactly.
But then you sit in a room with your significant other, and somebody walks in and says you got stage 3. That changes your whole perspective on life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I hate to hear. Well, I'm happy. I mean, I'm happy you beat it. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And now let's rake in them views.
Let's
get
do
it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Sorry to hear that.
All right, that's no big deal, man.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I just always look at the brighter side of things. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I never tried to delve into like my misery because I didn't want to make anybody else miserable.
Right.
But that's why I don't like talking about it.
Yeah.
It's just one of them things.
Well, buddy, where can they find you? Like on social media and stuff like that. Do you have any like?
Well, I Facebook, it's JT Brown. You'll see my picture with me and my little boy up there. Instagram, same thing. They're both linked together. And that's pretty much it. I am on Twitter under my gamer tag iskyki.
Okay.
It's iskyki1.
Iskyki.
Yeah.
I kept on telling everybody iskyka
Mm-hmm.
is what I keep on telling everybody.
Iskyki is what it is.
Iskyki. That's cool.
I don't know what it means.
Well, now it makes sense because you like the Japanese stuff, and your logo is the samurai guy.
Yep.
That makes sense. Yep. That's so cool.
But that was a name that I randomly threw together as a kid.
Yeah,
and it just went with it this whole
time.
time.
Just rolled with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they can find you on Twitch too, right?
Yep, Twitch is under the same thing, iskyki, iskyki.
Yeah, and I'll put it in the description. Make sure you can find him and everything like that. But man, this has been awesome.
It's been awesome. Thanks for having me.
I really appreciate you coming.
I appreciate you asking me to be here.
Guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you check out JT iskyki on Twitch, and just make sure you give him a follow, and just have a good weekend. Thanks.